Aje jimbo zende nyime sha soni mono jimbo ngab jado barkata nganzan do jirmondo domba du je jan la jan zan lo nijero wo zenge jan kongso jambar du je chen lo ilama nyime bonzo jam la zo gande gongjo do ba mo wala jenje lo. Today I'm going to talk about Four Noble Truths. And as you know, Four Noble Truths is the first Buddha spoke in Varanasi, Saranath in Deer Park to 5 men, his disciples. So this is a very profound and extensive meanings. So all the Buddha teachings are relevant about Four Noble Truths. So these four truths are very important to know and to practice them. So first he taught that truth of suffering, because we experience sufferings, main three categories of sufferings we always experience. So the first suffering is sufferings of suffering, and the second is sufferings of change, and then sufferings of pervasive suffering or sufferings of condition. So the sufferings of suffering, the feeling of unhappiness, everyone don't want suffering or this first suffering. Even animals, they try to avoid the sufferings. They know how to protect their life from dangerous situations, and they try to protect their their babies and all their families. This small insect has this kind of feelings. Some here in Westerners as well, they don't believe the small insect or especially fishes has a conscious or soul. But that is not true. It's really beyond all reality, because we know we can see what they're doing, how they are protector themselves and try to avoid in the sufferings. So this is really obviously they have a consciousness, and they have feelings of which don't want unhappy, or they want to happy. So then the second suffering is feelings of the second suffering is the sufferings of change. That is feelings of happiness. We all think something we get, we don't have, we get it, we will be happy, and we try to make lots of effort in order to get it, and we project our mind before we get it. We think if we don't have a car, might we think if we have a car, that will be wonderful, or that will be happy, or all these kind of things are project our mind. And then we made effort and finally get it. then after a few months or it could be few months, the happiness goes away. And then we will worry, and we will need another car, or we always think this is a not good car, or I want another car, or we again project our mind and another car, something's better than this, or how happy or how satisfied. All these kind of things created by our mind, and all whatever we get, then again that happiness is go away. So this happiness are changing into surfing. So changing of surfing. So this happiness are not real happiness. It's not ultimate happiness. Even we doing, or we something get more, or we doing more, it's immediately become a change to the unhappy. For example, if you love someone, he or she touch your hand, it might just feel happy first, but this touch again, and then the rough, and then this immediately change into the uncomfortable or surface, made you get hurt or angry as well. So everything's same. We will think about it. Sometimes we wish to get in a chocolate, or then before we get it, we created our mind, or as I mentioned before, project our mind. It's a sweet, it's a kind, all these kind of things. Then we eat it without moderation or moderate, right? Moderate or control. Then it's make us ill or disgusting feel. Then after we hear the chocolate, we feel uncomfortable. Oh, it's not like that. Though these are things, before we get it or before we experience, we always wishing, but the finally things are make unhappy or bring the sufferings rather than giving the more happy. So these are changing of suffering. And then all these kind of the sufferings we have. So the first suffering, the sufferings of suffering and the sufferings of change. These are based on a pervasive suffering or conditioned suffering. This pervasive suffering is created in our previous life. We have to know karma or cause and condition or effort and result. Effort and result. Karma is created in our previous life. We believe there is reincarnations. Many people, the third sufferings, sometimes they don't like to face in the problems. They try to suicide, and they think this is the end of suffering, if end of the life. It is not true. If you suicide yourself, if you commit suicide, then it's make your negative activities created or non-virtuous, and then you will reborn again, even the lower realms as well. Then this suffering is never vanished until you are wrapping your what did your in previous life. So we have accumulate might bad karmas as well if we have lots of facing the problems. So we have to know, if we cannot solve the problems, then if we worries cannot solve the problem as well. Worries make more extra problems. That's why If we problems, we can solve it. We try and try method to remove this surface. If cannot, might it's bring from our previous karma as well. Maybe this is the last time to wrap in the karma, and the next life, and also in this after years, might we will get a better way, and we will get good situations as well. So always think about this then you won't get in problems. And today there are many people getting a mental problem, and they always worrying themselves because they don't know we have this kind of sufferings. Even they don't think about what kind of we have sufferings. If really we think, we know, if we understand all these sufferings, then we go next step, the Four Noble Truth, among the Four Noble Truth, the second Noble Truth, cessation, cause of suffering, and cause of suffering. Then we have these problems, we have these sufferings, we know. Then we must investigate what is the cause of it, what make these problems, these sufferings. Then we going to investigate cause of suffering. Then we know that our mind grasping things existing as a real, and everything is created by mind, or disturbing emotions, or delusion, or attachment, greedy. All these kind of things make things things are unpure, and these bring our sufferings. For example, if you get angry, then someone you see as a very ugly, and you think all the negative things towards him or her, then maybe you get more angry, then might you act, or you're going to fight. But if you do not think what is anger, or you do not think about cause of anger, then you cannot control, and you fight, or you doing something bad things as well. Then after you pacified anger, after you anger is disappear, then you realize the anger, the cause of anger, and you can't see, you cannot see anger is as a good way, or you know that anger is a bad. So this anger, disturbing emotions and bad things, then created more suffering. We know this is the cause. Then if we know the cause, even you cannot going to think about deeply the cause of suffering. Just think roughly. If you doing something bad towards others, what happened? If you throw the rubbish on the something like on the garden, or in the something good place, what will happen? What will result will be happened? Today's people don't think that the result. That's why they rubbish or everywhere things they throw by and throw, then cause make global warming, or all this disaster, or then cause dying fish or animals. Finally we realize this is a cause, this result and cause is made by ourselves. It's the same, everything's created by ourselves. What is the result we get? So it's a very important now this as the root of the suffering. the root of all the disturbing emotion are the suffering or cause. Then, as we have seen the root of all sufferings, then we have to know how to stop it, how to cessation the cause. And then, in order to rely on the stop causing, stop truth, then we practice. We have to practice there are many ways. We rely on the stopping the cause. This final truth, stopping the cause and the pathway to stopping the truth and the pathway to truth are the cause of liberation. The first and the second is cause of samsara. So nirvana and samsara is within us. There is no any the far distance from us. There is no any other physically exist. So our mind, as I mentioned before, our mind grasping things exist as reality, and the mind is all grasping things are truly, or something like that. So in order to cut in the root of suffering, we have to cut in the unknowing. Unknowing means our mind is occupied by these disturbing emotions. So we have to remove these disturbing emotions, anger, jealousy, or whatever, attachment. All these are not seen as a good way. These are the negative way. So we have to remove these things. In order to remove these things, then we go to the pathway to mind. We have to rely on the fourth truth or path. The Buddha taught many different teachings, but today we need a very essential or beneficial PD instructions. People don't have enough time to study everything. They always ask in the small and beneficial. So the best way is meditate. And from preliminary teachings and training your mind, and then you contemplate what you hear, and you understand we have sufferings. You understand there is a way, there is the cause of sufferings. You understand how to stop them, and then the way to path to enlightenment. All these things then you must practice and engage meditation or reciting mantra, or there are many virtues according the individual's interest.